show of hands, how many of you know what a rebus puzzle is? Okay, that's okay. We brought some with us today, and we want to solve them with you. So the first one's an example. You can see the word town, and it's written down, so the answer would be downtown. Now we want to get you guys thinking. So as soon as you know the answer to the next 2 or 3, we want you to shout it out, okay? Feel free to shout it out. Good, man overboard. Crossroads, nice. You guys can't get this one? It should be one of the easier ones. Good, because this one's impossible. But that confusion and frustration you just felt solving a straightforward task is just a taste of what it feels like to live with Alzheimer's disease. Welcome to Al's life.
Albert Zachary Heimer is a fictional character we created to help teach children about Alzheimer's disease. He leads a happy and fulfilling life and spends lots of time with his granddaughter, Helen, who visits him every day after school. That is, until he starts to forget things. One day it's what game he and Helen are playing, but eventually it's who Helen is.
Al may be fictional, but his plight of living with Alzheimer's disease could not be more real. It is a devastating reality that there are millions of people living just like Al. Alzheimer's disease is the 6th leading cause of death in the United States, with around 1 in 3 seniors dying of Alzheimer's or some other form of dementia. At its core, Alzheimer's is a neurodegenerative disease that slowly destroys the brain. Tiny proteins called amyloid plaques and neurofibrillary tangles block brain messages and cause neuron death. It's like a traffic accident. Cars can easily swerve around a 2-car fender bender, but when another car and another join the crash, it can lead to a 4-car pileup that shuts down the highway.
While there are many potential treatments in development, the clinical trials that test the safety of these drugs take 10 to 15 years to conclude, partially due to a lack of participants.
And that's why we, Team All In, are all in to end Alzheimer's disease. This summer, we were challenged by Eli Lilly Pharmaceuticals and PRA Health Sciences to create educational content surrounding common illnesses. So, thanks to their support, we created a 5-day educational kit to promote the understanding of Alzheimer's disease and raise clinical trial awareness. The 5-day kit that we created blends a story, interactives, and reinforcements to help accomplish said goal.
We hope to establish a deep emotional connection between our students and Al to help them empathize with the disease. This connection means nothing, however, without a deeper understanding of why the disease occurs. That is why we have daily interactive content to accompany Al's emotionally compelling story.
For example, when Al starts to get sick, kids will take a deeper look at neurons using a marble track. Here, the bridges represent neurons, the connectors are synapses, and a marble represents the brain signal. It starts out with the kids having full freedom over what to build, and then the teacher introduces an amyloid plaque. To simulate your brain's natural defenses, the kids have to build around this barrier using the remaining neuron pieces. Eventually, though, they'll run out of parts to add to their setup, simulating how your brain can only do so much to combat Alzheimer's.
And that is just one of the 5 interactives that we have included in our kit. If you find any of us after the presentation, we'd be happy to tell you more about it. So after each one of these cool activities, we have reinforcements to help kids remember what they've learned. All too often in schools, for kids who aren't interested in science, the regular reinforcement activities aren't helpful. So we capitalize on the multiple intelligences and varied learning types you can find in any classroom and give students options to do things like solve math problems or write reactions to help them fortify their understanding.
We decided to target elementary school students because they will be the ones to shape the future of our society, and one of them may one day revolutionize the medical field by finding the ultimate cure to Alzheimer's disease. Our kit isn't just limited to elementary schools, though. We hope to spread awareness to parents, the community, and beyond.
Because kids can't sign up for clinical trials for Alzheimer's disease. They're too young. That's not how it works. So our kit helps people like Al and the millions of others living with Alzheimer's disease by sparking a conversation. Over the course of the lessons, students will receive wristbands like these and those about Alzheimer's disease, and their parents and the people around them will notice, hey, that's some cool new jewelry. What's it about? And they'll see that it's all about Alzheimer's disease, and they'll become more aware of clinical trials as well.
And our kit is not just limited to the classroom. The modularity of our 5-day program makes it perfect for use in doctor's offices or assisted living facilities, or can even be given to the families who are affected by Alzheimer's. In creating this kit, we spoke with the Alzheimer's Association and realized that there are not enough resources teaching people about Alzheimer's disease. Without public understanding, families affected by Alzheimer's disease cannot get the funding and support they desperately need.
In our story, Al and his daughter decide not to tell Helen about Al's diagnosis because they don't know how to explain it to her. When the secret does come out, it ends up hurting Helen a lot more than it needed to had she been well informed. No more of that.
No more leaving youths in the dark about what's happening to their family members.
We're done accepting Alzheimer's as a regular part of growing old.
Throughout the duration of our presentation, 5 more people in the US alone were diagnosed. It needs to stop.
We are all in to end Alzheimer's disease.
Are you?